The workplace is changing. One of the most significant changes is that more and more employees are wanting to work from home. For employers, that's actually an alluring premise, despite some of the initial difficulties in getting things set up. For one thing, the decisions that you've made to change the workplace in other ways haven't been all that effective. The open office mode has not improved the quality of work time, nor the output, and the biggest productivity killer in the workplace is that people are visiting with each other, getting distracted by each other, and now you're in competition with all those other employers who do offer telecommuting options. It's a competitive job market, and in order to stay relevant and to be able to attract talent, you may need to consider remote work options for your workforce. Now, there are a lot of advantages, which is why so many employers are going down this road. You can reduce the costs of your overhead. You can access talent all around the world. You can be a little bit more environmentally responsible if you don't have people who are commuting. Not only that, but workers are demanding more and more options for working at home. And they're doing that because it makes them more productive, it reduces their stress levels, they have a higher sense of sustained morale, and that flexibility makes it easier for them to be at work when they're at home, regardless of whether they have sick kids that day or inclement weather that they have to deal with. Overall, when you offer remote work options, you will attract more talent and retain the talent that you have. Now, workers are demanding this, and it's workers in every age group, not just millennials, who want opportunities to work at home at least some of the time. People are attracted to employers who give them this option, and they are thinking that they will even jump ship. They will leave if they can go to an employer who offers the option and you don't. So you're at risk if you don't offer an at-home option. Worldwide and in the U.S., the amount of telecommuting working hours increases year over year by significant amounts. Now, there are some challenges, and these are challenges that need to be addressed as you're setting up your remote workforce or allowing more people to work more time at home. Although there are some benefits, unless you address these challenges, you might find that there are unintended consequences, things that you didn't really want to see happening. You certainly don't want your workers to feel disengaged or to feel that they are no longer connected or don't have a sense of belonging in the organization. A significant number, 70% of remote workers, feel left out for a variety of reasons. And not only that, there's some real negativity in some studies where remote workers feel like not only are they left out, but their colleagues are treating them unfairly, teaming up against them, not supporting their priorities. And whether it's the remote worker or the one at home base at the corporate office, there are some challenges in interacting with those remote workers. Innovation is one of the big ones. Having opportunities to connect and to brainstorm, it's just not as easy if you're not in the same room. For those people who work at home, it can be challenging for them to separate their work life from their home life. They might have a lot of crossover. And they might feel like the company's not really supporting them because you're not paying for all of the expenses for office supplies and internet access and other sorts of things that they would have, like tech support, for example, if they were in the office. There are some things you can do, though, and it's useful and important to do these things if you're going to stay competitive for talent. One of the biggest things you can do is offer really good connectivity between people. Picking the right tools, making sure that people grow accustomed to video conferencing as opposed to just being on the phone together. Certainly making sure that not all important communication is via email, since there are opportunities for misunderstandings there. Among the things that you can do to improve effectiveness for both your remote workers and the ones in your main office, you can add that sort of technology You can set expectations and set an example of how to include people and how to communicate and collaborate no matter where people are located. You'll have to set that example by making sure to bring people together at key times. For example, when they first enter into the organization, or maybe you hold quarterly meetings so that everybody can be together in one place. Certainly, you're going to think about this when you recognize people or delegate assignments or do other sort of team-building activities to keep folks engaged. Make all the paperwork and documents accessible in one place, not multiple places, but one place out in the cloud where people can get to it easily. Make sure that you are thoughtful about those challenges that your remote workers face. Hear them out. Help them to be engaged and to know they belong because you're hearing them out and putting yourself into their shoes, empathizing with the challenges that they face. Here at People First Productivity Solutions, we help you build organizational strength by putting people first. I encourage you to download the free Employee Engagement Checklist. You'll find a number of simple, short things that you can do to maintain the engagement levels of all of your employees, no matter where they're based.